Ah. Hey everybody. What the? Yeah, I'm not very good at this at all. I don't know how to really hold this properly, and I know that's one of the first things I should figure out.
The movement can be pushed out.
Fuck. So, you might be wondering, why am I writing at the same time as I'm speaking? And I think it's because, I think truly what needs to happen is I need to turn my mind off, which is quite hard because usually when you go to do something, you're thinking with your mind. So trying to turn my mind off with my mind, it's like self-sabotage. You can't conquer the mind with the mind. You can't cease the mind with the mind because the mind is doing something, therefore it still hasn't ceased yet, right? Instead, I chose to do this activity that I'm not very good at and easily frustrates me. Fuck. In order to help turn my mind off and vocalize these thoughts that aren't so easy to speak. I don't want to admit that I haven't done it yet, haven't had this conversation yet. I've been doing content creation for years, a long time. I started when I was about 12. I've been pretty much doing it more than half of my life, almost. For the longest time, I was always so confused about what I wanted to create, and I was confused about why, when I would create something, I wasn't actually ever really proud of it. I think it's because I always allowed my mind to get in the way. The mind is always looking for the next thing, and in order to survive, it has to never be satisfied. It has to go, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? This has propelled me to make content very unconsciously my whole life. Since I moved to Thailand, I really started trying to let myself flow more, and it's allowed me to find myself being able to pay my bills with this. It's pretty amazing. But as I've gone down this journey of turning it into my career, I've still found large degrees of dissatisfaction. The only points that I actually truly feel good is when I'm in the moment of creation. But once I've finished creating, oftentimes when I watch back the project or when I look back at the work that I've created, I can't help but see all the flaws. I think it's just because I want to improve more. I'll show you an example. Apart from content creation, I have another business, and here's a poster that I made for the business, okay? It looks pretty cool, right? That's what everybody says, but I have an issue with it, and I'm sure you can't even see where the issue is. Here, I'm gonna pull it back and then zoom in. But somewhere around here, if you look real close, obviously this is a Photoshop job. I was using AI, and this kind of area here looks all fucked up. But every time I look at this poster, I see that part, and I don't like it. And I wish that I would have corrected it before finishing it. It frustrates me, and that's a good representation of my entire journey of content creation. Wow, I've been recording for 12 minutes, and I feel like I haven't said anything. So, let's get to the real meat of what I actually want to talk about. My favorite kind of content is the content that not only speaks to me, but it really speaks to others. It spreads a message. Recently, I had the pleasure of working with a wonderful boxer named Michael Ruse. I went to Bangkok. I spent a week making a 6-minute video, and even though I was stressed out while I was filming and editing, I think it still came out quite well. I'm happy with it, and I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to do that. But I don't want to treat it like it was a one-off opportunity, and I know that it's not. There's more opportunities like that coming up, and I think I'll have the biggest project by far coming up here in October. And I feel really excited about it because I've wanted to do this kind of documentary for a long time. But I began to ask myself the question recently, if I've wanted to do this kind of documentary where I travel and really create a depiction of the martial arts scene within Thailand, why haven't I done it sooner? Why didn't I just do it myself? There's a part of me that says it's because of money, and I need money to do that, and But that's not really the answer, because I've had the money to be able to do that. The answer lies within myself, of course. But I think that the problem has always been I've gotten in my own way. I've stopped myself from doing it because I believed that I wasn't fit to do it, or I didn't have enough money, or whatever it was, right? Whatever it was. I was speaking to my brother recently about this upcoming documentary, and he was telling me that I should make it like Channel 5. I really began to think about how many people really enjoy what Andrew Callahan makes, and how much good he's doing with his independent reporting. Today, at least, I've really felt this intuitive knowing that I should start doing this independently as well, creating my own documentaries, my own reporting. I'm quite afraid to do it. Not because I'm afraid to talk to people, but because inside I believe that I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to a project that isn't someone else's but just mine alone. I think truly all I really need to do is brainstorm more, which is what we're doing here, right? I want to create things that speak to people. I want to travel places that I want to travel. I want to see more of the world, and I want to share that with the people. I want to take what I'm learning and experiencing every day and be able to hand that down to others. I want to be able to understand how to teach my children when I have them. Everybody thinks about legacy and handing down what they've been given, but I feel like I don't know how to do that at all. God doesn't expect you to understand all of it at once, and I believe that He'll never give it to you, all of the knowledge to you at once, unless you've done way too much acid. As the time passes and I have more opportunities to create more documentaries for others, I think that more and more I will begin to summon the courage to make my own strokes on a paper. Fuck! Do you see what I'm trying to write here? It's just a line! It's just a line! Oh my god. You know, I've created stuff on so many pages. I've reached tons of people, and I've had videos that got zero views. I've allowed the numbers to really fuck with my head. At one point, I was receiving millions of views, and I didn't fucking care. I thought it was meaningless, and I thought that I just felt like it was worthless. Like there was no point to the views at all. So I came to that realization, right? I was like, oh yeah, all right, the views don't matter. But then I started posting on other platforms that didn't have hundreds of thousands of followers, and I was gaining no views. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes none at all. That truly made me angry, and it made me confused, because I was like, man, if I was getting hundreds of thousands of views before on a platform that, you know, I was anonymous, nobody knew it was me, then why is it when I come out and I make something myself with my name, my real name, why is it that this doesn't receive as much attention? Oh, so then I do care, right? So then I do care about the views. Well, now I'm fucking confused. Because when I had the views, I didn't care, but when I didn't have them, I did. I did care. And I wanted them. And I think it just goes to show that your mind is never satisfied. It's always looking for something more, looking to discredit your effort, your successes, what you've done, just so you'll feel pushed to do something more. And I do feel pushed to do something more. I do feel pushed for it to get millions of views again. But this time I want to make it me. Not for necessarily notoriety or to go like, oh yeah, me, there's me. Oh, what the fuck is that? I do want to be in front of the camera. I do want people to see me and see my mark rather than it being anonymous. I want to create a personal brand that allows me to go anywhere and get paid to do anything because it's me. Before I had to be somebody else to get paid, but if I can just be there and people want to give me money just to have me there, yeah, I guess that might be what I want. But also, it's not about money. I think it's about freedom and opportunity. There's so many things that I want to do. There's so many places that I want to see. And I think that in this way, by creating a brand that is me, I think it will become much more possible. To sum this up, I'm not going to make amends of like, so now we're making 10 videos a month or whatever. I've already done that shit just to try to pressure myself into making something that I wasn't comfortable making. But what I will say is that this is what I want to do. What I will say is I'm going to try my best to do it. For those of you that know more about me, you'll know that I'm deeply interested in Asian culture and religion and ways of thinking. I know a lot of you Americans haven't been over here yet, and newsflash, it's a lot better over here than it is over there. But I want to get to the bottom of it. Why? Why is it better? Why is there more peace? Why is it that a people that have less, in your eyes, actually have more than what you have? More love, more light, more peace, more cushion. People are more relaxed here. People are kinder here. People have more friends. People aren't afraid to speak. I don't fully understand why yet, but for my sake, I am gonna get to the bottom of this. I want to understand. I want to figure out why. And I want to document it. I want to share it with you, and I want to be able to share it with my future self and my children. To finish this off, because my camera is at 1 minute. I'm gonna do it, and I hope that you are excited to see it. I hope that you watch it when it comes out. If you have any advice of things that you want to see, then message me, because I really need help, and I need to turn my own mind off, and I need to hear from other things that aren't. So, yeah, thanks for watching. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that, because this lens is expensive.